Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, dum. Hello, everybody. Welcome to You Can't Do That on Salesforce. Today, we're gonna do something different. I'll talk about it more, my half-brained idea here, but we're not gonna build Forceopoly today. We're not gonna stop building Forceopoly, but we're gonna just take a break from Forceopoly for today and do Forceopoly on Thursdays and introduce another project in the mix. And I'm affectionately calling this the Inefficient Icon Inventory, or III, or maybe I. I've been thinking about this one as an experiment in using the Salesforce data model in the most inappropriate way possible to allow us to design, build, and store icons and like pixel graphics. And I think this is going to be this is probably not the right way to do this. And I don't pretend to know very much about image formats and things like that. So we're going to build like a really, really literal take at building an icon, storing the data about that icon somehow in record or records in Salesforce. And basically, we're just going to try to find a really goofy way to do this and see how far we can get and how much trouble we can get into. So let's get started with I'm just going to bring up the stream manager in case there are people that want to say things about stuff. And here we go. All right, so what's this gonna be? So I'm gonna draw a picture. Draw a picture for y'all, and maybe I'll put you on the picture cam or something. Let's see. I gotta find a good way to do this. Hang on a second. I'm not abandoning you. Promise. I'm gonna go in the next room though. All right, my really high-tech book here is my writing pad. Here's what I think. You know what? I said this one time. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna draw a picture. I'm gonna use Lucid Chart. Well, I lied. I got another camera here though, so let's see if we can, I don't know, hang that there. Is this gonna work? You guys want to see my messy desk? Where are you? Where are you, Logitech? All right, real-time video mixing. Here we go. Let's see. Will it find it? Oh, there it is. Hey, messy desk. All right, that's cool. Let's go with that. Sure. A little big. Move this down. I don't know. Put this over in the other corner for now. I'm not going to keep this up forever, but let's see. Put the mic back a little bit. Excuse me, Mr. Fan remote. And back a little bit. And you guys can kind of see. All right, yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to hopefully be able to draw something here. Okay, you can see... Well, let's find out. Probably need a fatter marker, but anyway. All right, an icon. What's an icon? Well, it's pixels, right? So let's... Can you see that? You can kind of see that. All right, cool. Here's a grid. There's a 2x2 grid. I'll move up a little bit. A little bit more. All right, yeah. Oh, branding placement. completely accidental. If y'all like stickers, just saying. Okay, here's our grid. I'm gonna make a few more pixels in the grid. All right, so here's a 8x8. No, 4x4. 4x4 grid that we could draw an icon in, right? So maybe we could draw a really lo-fi circle. So I'll do 2x2. Circle, right? Lo-fi circle. All right. And that was, what was that? Well, that was in a grid. And that's 4 across. And that's 4 down. So we had 16 pixels total. 4x4. And we filled pixels at certain positions. And right now we're just dealing with black and white pixels. So I have some concept of an icon. I don't know if you can see my writing. We'll write this up in a doc as we go. I'll write this up in the README. But I got some concept of an icon, and an icon has dimensions, right? And an icon has a. Let's make a pixel object. Why not? That sounds like a really efficient way of doing this. So an icon has pixels, and a pixel, well, I should say a pixel looks up to its icon. So we can have many pixels per icon, which we need. And we'll talk about, let's see, the pixel has coordinates. It has a color. We could store the color. I mean, you could put the hex value in, but where's the fun in that? I feel like we should have a color object so that, we can look up to that instead. So we'll start with the web colors, like 256 colors. And I'm sure there's some other terrible ideas that we could do with the color components, the RGB parts of it. You can see I'm just coming up with trying to make up dumb stuff here, right? But why not? This will be fun. We'll end up with some kind of icon thing. Maybe I'll get smart enough to understand how to take the icon data and turn it into, I don't know, a ping file or an SVG file or something like that. But we'll see. Let's have some fun, right? This is the inefficient. I can't spell. I doubt you can see. No, you can see. Inefficient Icon Inventory. There we go. Let's get to work. Okay, let's move. Atlas Obscura. Got fun stuff. Get the book. Not sponsored. Got to move my branding off of here in a second. We're going to get back to the keyboard. I'll put this off to the side. Don't put that there. You got to look at that laptop, Tom. Come on. Put that over there. There we go. All right, let's turn off Keyboard Cam. If you guys love Keyboard Cam, vote for Keyboard Cam, and we'll bring Keyboard Cam back later. But in the meantime, just me, my smiling face, and my desktop. Okay. Back to typing mode. Let's get into our Scratch org here. I got Scratch org and I got Visual Studio. I got I built here, and we're gonna get started. I'm gonna try to do better with my readmes here. Forceopoly's readme is kind of a mess, and I don't want it to be a complete mess. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the boundaries that you guys can see. That's pretty good. We'll go there. Okay. I have the Markdown visualizer. I really like that thing, and I don't know if I actually have it installed here. Open preview. Maybe. Hello. Usually I can open that and then it'll show me a side-by-side comparison. Let me see if I can find the find that extension here. Oh wait, it's trying. It's trying, people. There it is. Okay. It just took a minute to wake up, I guess. Let's put that in another... Let's split that right. Put you over here. Nope, I did something wrong. There we go. Okay, get rid of our extensions. So, this is going to be... Inefficient Icon Inventory. Cool. Make icons in Salesforce for all the wrong reasons. There we go. And data model. Data model. Okay. So, data model, what do we got? Where's my paper? Well, first we know we're going to have an icon object. We're going to have a pixel. And we're going to have a color. All right. The icon object, we need... Well, what is it? The icon, let's see. The icon object represents an icon with some dimensions. And it's going to have a name, obviously. It's going to have those dimensions. We'll figure out how to store those in a second. And I think that's about it. Okay, the pixel. The pixel object represents a space in the icon grid. I think we're going to auto number this name, right? That seems to make sense. We will, well, it needs to look up, well, master detail probably to the icon, right? So we'll do an MD look, we'll do an MD relationship there, and it's going to have a color, which is going to be a lookup for absolutely no good reason other than to make this probably more complicated than it needs to be. All right, the color object represents a color in a family of colors. Let's say hex. And it sounds like maybe we'll need a color family at some point down the road. TBD. Okay. I don't know why that has a... Oh, that's just telling me where I am. Duh. Okay. The color is going to have... That's going to have a name. I think that's going to be text. You can probably put the web safe color values in there. That's going to have a value, which will probably be the this will be the hex slash RGB slash whatever we can do there. Just tighten this up a little bit. Okay. There, that looks like something. Icon, pixel, color, color family, groovy. Let's start thinking about how to build this thing. I'm going to open a beverage here. I just noticed that the stream thinks we're doing Monopoly, so I'm going to update the info here a second. Inefficient Icon Inventory on Salesforce. There we go. Okay. And let's get over in our org. I probably should have done the usual suspects here, but that's all right. We'll enjoy our time together. And we're going to build an app. We'll set up an app. We'll set up the permission set, do all the usual stuff to get to where someday I'm going to be smart and make some kind of starter pack for this, because I feel like I do the same thing every time. I create the app, create a permission set for the app, start piling stuff into it, go back and forth. If I was smart, I would have some way to manage this, or have a script to build it. All right, the app is our inventory, or inefficient icon inventory. There we go. I wish I could put one more I in there. All right, nothing to add yet. No profiles yet. Next would be our permission set that we can start with an admin user for this. I think what I'm going to do is use III as the naming convention on labels wherever we can. If we ever did decide to package it, we could use that for the namespace, and hopefully that doesn't look like the number. It does very much look like the number, Roman number 3. So III admin. And let's grant it access to the app. And I'm just going to go back and change that that app name. Inefficient icon inventory. There we go. All right. Now we can start some objects. Let us see. First object, let's make our icon. I'm going to use the label. I'm going to put the III in the label so they have, I don't know if this was ever installed in an org. We wouldn't have duplicate names. But I'm not going to put it in the object name because I probably would build a package and it would have a managed namespace in front of it. So you don't want to end up with like III underscore underscore III underscore icon. So we'll keep it in labels, but not in API names, just as a convention, unless it, the app is called III, so I'm not gonna, nothing I can really do there. Do we want to report? Sure. We definitely need a tab. Track field history, probably not. Activities, probably not. Search, yeah, let's search for our icons. Notes and attachments, I mean, they're there. We just won't add them right now. And just checking the home fires off to the side here. Okay. Tab style. What's a good tab for an icon? What's a good icon for an icon? So many choices. I'm gonna go with let's go with pencil. Yes. Maybe I'll use that for the pixel. Oh my gosh, I'm really like no. We'll use a square for the pixel. We'll use a pencil for the icon. Yeah, that's good. Okay, nothing here. Do you want to add it here? To III. And save. Okay, and now, so we got our icon. Check. We have a name. I believe I set it up as a text field. Yep. And we need some dimensions. So the dimensions are going to tell us how big our grid for drawing icons is. It doesn't technically have to be a square. It could be any dimension that we want it to be. So I think we just really need a width and a height, right? So maybe not just dimensions, but we'll say width and height. And just, let's see, just to be, I just want to adjust the name on this. I'm just going to call this, just call this name. All right, so let's add 2 dimension fields for width and height. Oops. There we go. All right, sorry. It's 4 o'clock here on the East Coast, so there's still a little bit of business time left. So I got to do my day job a little bit off to the side. All right, number, width. And that's too big, so let's go, let's see. If this was a 4K icon, it'd be like 6,000 by 4,000. So I guess we'll do we'll do this. All right, all right. There we go. And none of that because we don't. And yep, we'll put that on the layout because we need it. And then let's do another number. This will be the height. These really should be required. I'll go back and fix that on the other. Save that. Fix our height so it's a required field. Okay, so now we can, well, we can define an icon, make a record for that, and we know the dimensions of our icon. And let me pop up a new tab here and keep our permissions set up because we're in that thrashy state of making data model and figuring stuff out and still trying to keep our security clean. So let's go find permission sets here. Running a little slow today, Salesforce. Come on now. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing all these people that are watching. So many people watching. Not really. But thank you to those who are. Okay, back into our admin permission set. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. I feel like maybe there's a future where the stream runs on one computer and I run on another because this is things are a little slow today. I don't know why. Okay, where's our icon? Icon. Here we go. You guys hear the chicken? I'll get the chicken cam up if the birds come over to the house and want to hang out. I should just stream outside. I should hang out with the chickens and, you know, you can't do that on, chickens can't do that on Salesforce. I don't know. I think a chicken management system is probably something that we should definitely build at some point. Because why not? Okay, icons, got it. Manage assignments. Don't forget to assign this to yourself or you won't see any of the stuff that you're building. I have a mixed feelings about this new add assignment UI. I feel like you got to do like a little extra scroll to get to the bottom here, and I'm not quite sure it always keeps track of what I actually picked. I do like the expiration stuff though. I haven't found a use case for it. There's plenty of use cases. We haven't used it in a project in Workland yet. I'm sure it'll come up. All right, that's done. This is going to get a little less boring here eventually. So let's open up a new tab. Let's just duplicate this one. All right, and let's open up the app. Not much to see yet. Oops. But we got it. We got I. Well, this is awkward. Oh yeah, because we didn't. I don't think we shared the tab. Oh no, we didn't put the app we didn't put the tab into the app, or did we? I thought we did. Let me see. What did I miss? Just want to refresh that in the meantime. I thought I checked the tabs. I don't think I put it in the, yeah, I checked the tab. I don't think I put it in the app. Or did I? Navigation? Definitely did not. Okay. All right, that will help. Drum roll, we should get some icon or some tabs now. Here we go. All right, let's make a new icon. I'm going to call it square. And people coming to the door. Bring in boxes. All right, square. So the dimensions of square, or at least the dimensions of the grid that we're going to put square in, will be very complicated this time, and we'll just say it's 4 by 4. Okay. Okay. Hypothetically, we have this now. Yeah. All right. We got something that'll store that. Now, what do we need? Pixel. Because we need a bunch of pixels to make up the square. So let's make a pixel object. Oops, that's not where we want to be. It's over here. All right, new pixel. Pixels. Make that the name. For some reason, we're going to report on pixels. And I don't think we need a tab for that because we're just going to relate it to the icon itself. And the fields we need. Let's see. We need, well, the easy one. We need the icon that it relates to. So let's do a master detail because there's no reason to have a pixel if you don't have an icon. Okay, and we'll just do read only for now. Okay, we got our icon on here. We know we're going to do color, but we don't have that object yet. So let's do position, right? So I guess we have to think about this and what's where, right? So I feel like it's like, oh, this is hard. Nope, over here. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense? Do we start from the top left? I think. That would be, I think that makes sense. Let's do that. I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's industry standard, but let's, we'll start from the, top left like we're reading, right? Top to bottom, left to right. Okay. So we need a X and a Y for the, and those will be numbers. Can I literally do this? They're gonna let me just put X in here. The max here will be 4. I smell a validation rule coming where we would probably not want the X or the Y to be greater than the height or the width of the icon that this is related to. And we'll do some, throw that on the backlog. We'll write that down. Backlog. Pixel coordinates should not exceed icon dimensions. Okay. Sounds good to me. I think I just made X, so now let's make Y. Huh. Maybe we should have a coordinate object. Because why not, right? If instead of me saying XY here, I could just say it's a coordinate record and use it as a junction between an icon and a pixel. So we could see across all of our icons what pixels are in what coordinates. I gotta think on that. It sounds ridiculous, but maybe there's something interesting about if we made, 100 icons to see what, basically what coordinate is used for what across icons and across the whole organization. I don't know. We'll go with X and Y for now. That feels like something we could probably refactor into down the road. But for right now, let's we'll just stick with, and I forgot to make the other one required too. We'll fix that. We'll fix. Okay, so we got X and Y, and then we know we're gonna need color eventually for on our pixels. Let's see, did I make this one required? I did not. I did now. I'm gonna go back on what I said about naming. I'm gonna fix these labels because they're bugging me. This should just be pixel, and the other one should just be icon, and that's that. Probably have some cleanup to do in a couple other places too, but I had a brain freeze. Pixel name, right? And then we'll fix the icon one too. Let's edit this. Icon name. All right. Okay. We got icon, we got pixel, and now do we want color? Maybe we'll refactor color also. We'll just get we'll get pixel going, and we can just pop the color in there. But I think color could be a lot like coordinate, right? Where we could, if we created it as a lookup, then we can. In fact, you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. We said we were going to do it. We'll do it. Let's make a color object. We'll use text for the color name. I feel like maybe we should make a, let's make a tab for colors, because I think we're going to have to manage those separate. Is there a box of crayons? Can you use that for color? Nope. It's a good color. Color. Such a difficult decision. Yeah, just use the sun, I guess. Without the sun, we wouldn't have light, and if we didn't have light, we wouldn't see colors. There you go. And we'll put this on. Still have to do some permission setting. All right, a color has a name, and a color has a value. to store that value as text, because then we could do like, we could do RGB, we could do hex, we could do lots of different kinds. Maybe there's a type. Maybe we should put a type on the color so we can indicate what, you know, what format it's. In fact, let's do a quick look up on, you know, color types. I have no idea if that's going to get me what I'm expecting. Let's find out. Color schemes. Maybe. No, that's not what we're looking for. What am I looking for? Color. Let's see. I'm thinking about hex versus RGB, right? What do you call those? Maybe it's value type. Yeah, we'll go with that. So we're gonna store value. We'll store it as text because the formatting looks. Sometimes they're numbers and sometimes they're not. If we wanted to get really crazy, we could, you know, we could create record types on the color and break them down by their, you know, their RGB, CMYK, HSL, whatever. But we won't go there yet. I'm going to make this 255, though I can't imagine it's going to ever be that long. All right. And let's take a look. So the HTML color codes here. Let's grab a few of these. All right, what am I doing here? Is this thing on? Can I actually use this? There we go. So we got RGB, HSL, and hex, and CMYK here. So, and I think there's a way to convert between these. I believe. I mean, obviously there is because it's doing it here. So that might be kind of fun if we wrote the converter at some point. Hopefully, there's some just logic to steal from for that. But yeah, we can convert between these values, and I am going to get off of this page because wow, it's murdering my bandwidth right now. So let's make that stop, please. Six frames a second. Oh yeah.